Welcome to MJD. We're a managed service provider, which means we provide IT and networking support to our clients. So let me introduce you to our team.
Hi, my name is Craig. I'm a cybersecurity specialist and system support manager for MJD Systems. My day-to-day tasks involve managing a team of skilled engineers who work both remotely and on-site around the northeast of Scotland for all our customers.
My name is Ian Craven and I'm a system support engineer and web developer. I provide technical support to client systems, whether it be servers, PCs, printers, networks or software. I also design and build websites.
My name is Colin Young and I am a system support engineer for MJD Systems based in Spey Bay. We provide IT support for many businesses and personal clients throughout the north of Scotland. Our support includes assisting users in all aspects of IT, including software application problems, printing configuration, networking issues, phone systems, and hardware-related problems for servers and computers. I mainly deal with supporting our clients remotely. We are a managed service provider which uses secure software to allow us to remote onto client systems to diagnose and resolve issues reported by users.
Hi, my name is Gareth and I'm a system support engineer with MJD Systems. My day-to-day roles include ensuring all backups for clients have run successfully and resolving any of the issues found with those backups. My day-to-day roles also include troubleshooting computers and network problems on site or remotely in the office for our clients.
Hi, my name is Mark Taylor. I'm an IT engineer for MJD Systems. My day-to-day consists of helping clients remotely and on-site to resolve any IT issues that they have, setting up new equipment, PCs, laptops, phone systems, servers, anything really that they ask us to do. And I'm also one of the guys who are in here who repair faulty machines and build new machines in our workshop.
So how did I get into the job I'm in today? Well, it's not the most straightforward path, I'm afraid. I actually went to university from high school with a plan to do electronics. I did 1 year and found that I just didn't enjoy the course, it wasn't for me. Having done nothing with computers up to that point, a friend of mine was changing to this course and I thought, well, why not? Something different. So I changed to computer network management and design at Robert Gordon's University. I spent 3 years at university, which was quite a difficult 3 years because obviously I had no background in IT. And then as part of the second half of the third year of the course and the first part of the fourth year, we went on a year's placement with a business. I was lucky enough to get employment as part of that year and came out of university straight into a job. I was a support engineer for an offshore company doing basic IT, working with a mentor who'd been in IT for all his life. Which gave me a great background and a great start into the business. I then moved around various companies doing IT and building their systems to get them to a place where they were able to run for a few years, and then I would move on to something else. Before eventually settling down with MJD Systems, I joined Mark at MJD Systems about 8 or 9 years ago, and the plan was to try and grow the business because up to that point Mark had been on his own. So I started out as an engineer and within a few years we'd managed to increase the customer base for MJD Systems and grow the business significantly. I worked my way up into a security specialist role and then on to the support manager, senior engineer role. So yeah, I mean, starting out from no idea what I was going to do when I was leaving school, moving around a little bit, I eventually found out where I wanted to be and I'm very happy and with my chosen employment at MJD Systems.
Started my working career straight from school at 16 as a trainee electronics technician on a government-backed youth training scheme. I then progressed to working for the MOD, Ministry of Defence, as an electronics technician for many years, before changing paths and becoming a computer-aided manufacturing engineer in the printed circuit board industry. This entailed using computers and specialist software to produce tooling kits for production to manufacture the circuit boards. And throughout my time in the PCB industry at various companies, my secondary role would be IT support for many of the systems that we used, which got me interested in moving to IT support as a primary role. I finally transitioned to full-time IT support about 8 years ago when I joined MJD Systems.
I got into the IT industry relatively late in my career. I left the Royal Air Force in 2009, but before I left, I did have some IT-related roles between 2002 and 2006. After being demobbed, I decided to work in IT. I carried out some IT training courses and managed to attain IT certifications in CompTIA and Microsoft. However, I'd also started a career in IT while studying for these. I initially worked in an IT service centre working on remote desktop support for users, before upgrading to a server support role. After 6 years, I moved jobs to my current and more diverse role at MJD Systems and have been here for 5 years.
I got into the IT industry through a 2-year modern apprenticeship where I received a diploma in IT and telecommunications. During this time, I was studying and completing assignments which counted towards my modules for the diploma outside of work. I also went on several courses to aid in my learning from Microsoft.
So I got into this job through an apprenticeship that was offered to me. Hadn't done IT in school or university, but no qualifications in IT per se. All my work or all my knowledge came from fixing machines in my spare time, building new machines and playing around with them really while I was through at uni. I did work as a technician for a company in Elgin and Aberdeen, which did give me that kind of good base knowledge of IT that helped me get this job.
I enjoy working in the IT industry because of how varied the work is from day to day. You could spend the entire day going from site to site fixing network problems. Then the next you're splitting half of your time in the office and half of the time on site. Due to this, it can be quite challenging as we don't often get the same task twice to complete in a day or even in a week.
I enjoy working in IT as it was a hobby for me to start with. Something I was very interested in, building machines, fixing machines, and just being able to learn everything that they can do. From there, it only just escalated as you learn more and more about how they work, what they can do. And because in IT everything changes every day, it's always something new to learn. Every day you come in, it's always something different. So you're not kind of getting into that static motion of doing the same thing over and over. It's always a nice change to come in and have something totally new to experience.
A bit of advice for anyone looking to get a job in IT is do what you can to learn as much about IT. There's loads of resources out there on YouTube and on the internet where you can learn the basics of lots of different tasks in IT. IT is a massive field, there's so many parts to it and nobody is ever a specialist in all of those areas. So if you're interested in one key area, learn it, get as much background as you can, but also look into the other areas of IT and how they all fit together, because they do all work together. And the more you can know about all the different areas, the better you will be and the more employable you will be to an employer.
My advice for anyone looking to work in the IT industry would be to first figure out what it is that you want to do, as there are many different areas such as cybersecurity, application development, computer forensics, content management, web development, IT sales, technical support, hardware engineering, systems and network management, to name a few. Once you decide which path you want to go down, you then find out the best route to acquire the relevant skills, whether it be apprenticeships, college courses, university degrees, or online training courses.
I would recommend a career in IT for a number of reasons. It is an incredibly diverse industry as there are many different paths you can take to find a role that suits you and your transferable skills. It is an ever-growing industry with a majority of businesses reliant on IT services, so there will be no shortage of job opportunities. Finally, IT is continually evolving to keep up with modern times, so there is always something new to learn and gain knowledge and experience of to pass on to your colleagues and customers.
We have always welcomed work experience students to our company and have had many successful students with us. We begin with organising shadowing sessions with our engineers, which then follows on to assisting in the workshop with hands-on work. This then will culminate at the end with the student getting a chance to configure test routers and PCs using the guidance documents that our engineers use on a day-to-day basis, hopefully giving the student a true feeling for what IT engineering is. Hopefully this has given you an insight into the potential of a career in IT, and thank you for your time today from the whole team here at MJD.